Yo, dudes, the Empire's pretty chill. Maybe you could, like, join it or something.
Hey everyone, Lucamus Prime here, so it is time for the next episode of Movie That Didn't Need a Sequel. And in today's video, I'm going to be covering this time an example of an action movie, which is also ironically a sequel as well, and is also a second movie of a franchise in which lots of really popular action stars all come together, basically. So you could literally say that the first one of this franchise is literally the Avengers before the first Avengers film even came out, because I think it was released 2 years before the Avengers, I believe in 2010. So, and this film, which I think did not need a sequel and was better off staying, of course, as a duology of 2 movies, is none other than, of course, 2012's The Expendables 2. So, you guys are probably going to ask me what do I think of the first 2 films. Well, I have both of them here on Blu-ray, and I think they're both really good movies. Lots of fun, in my opinion. This one's definitely an amazing start to the franchise, and this one is definitely a lot of fun, and you get to see lots of really popular action stars sharing lots of really cool scenes together. It's just really cool, and just really good movies, in my opinion. And I personally think they should have ended the franchise with a second movie. It could be considered like a 2-part franchise, really, basically. The second film had a great ending where, of course, the characters are celebrating their victory, which was definitely really nice to see. And I definitely really love that ending. Yeah, these 2 films, in my opinion, are a lot of fun. And I personally wish they stopped with 2 movies, just 2 alone, in my opinion. That's where it should have been for me. However, when it comes, of course, to the future of this franchise, however, sadly, we did get a 3rd movie, which, of course, was The Expendables 3. So, when this one came out in 2014, I was, for some reason, looking forward to watching it. I don't know why now, because when I finally got into watching it, I absolutely hated it. I thought it was absolutely terrible, in my opinion, and just where this franchise died, because it wasn't needed at all, this movie. It should have stayed as 2 movies. So, and there's many reasons why I absolutely hated the 3rd movie, which is why I wish we should have ended it with a second movie. So, I feel that this 3rd film just completely lacked the fun that was in the first 2 films on so many levels. I mean, the cast who returned from the first 2 films, they did try their best, in my opinion, and I also thought Mel Gibson was also decent as the film's villain Conrad Stormbanks, but I feel like he had pretty weird writing to work with, because he's apparently an old friend of Expendables, but like, where was he in the last 2 films, and did he even get mentioned? I have no idea. But I think Mel Gibson did try his best for what he was given, and I was also rooting for him to win, because this film introduces lots of new characters who I could not get behind at all. I personally thought they were all really annoying new characters, nowhere near as badass or as memorable as the original team members at all. And so because they're so annoying, I was rooting for the film's villain to kill them, but unfortunately he didn't do it, which really sucked. But I was hoping he would have done, because these characters were just so annoying, and they became most annoying for me when we made fun of visual team members and insulted them. That was where I hated them. And no problem I also have with this movie is also, I also hated how several of the original team members were also underused. One example for me is probably Terry Crews, who of course is in the films as a character, as Caesar, a character. And I really hated how he was at the start of the film, then he got wounded badly and hospitalised. And he's out of commission pretty much the whole film until the end when he recovers. So, like, great, how dare you waste Terry Crews like that? And I also read somewhere that apparently Terry had a really bad time on the production of these films. So, I can totally understand why he didn't want to return for any more films after this 3rd film. Totally. And I hate how this 3rd film really wasted him. I also hate how they also wasted Arnold Schwarzenegger as well in the 3rd film, because I really loved his character in the first 2 films, Trench, and I hate how in his 3rd film he was underused, and there was also lots of missed opportunities, I must say, as well, when it comes to the actors who are appearing together. Like, just really stupid, in my opinion. And I feel like by adding way too many characters, it just felt like they're adding way too many subplots, in my opinion, which was just hard to follow. Like, it was hard to process the new characters, or even understand the story that was going on, because there was so many to watch. So I feel they added way too many new characters. And also as well, and I definitely couldn't agree more with other fans on this about a film, I also think it was really stupid how they changed the rating for this to a lower one, because where I live, right, the first one was rated 18 and the second one's rated 15, right? Both these films in America are rated R, but in America, when it comes to a third film, it's rated PG-13. So that really infuriated me, as it probably did to lots of other fans who didn't like it either. I can definitely understand why, because I hated it. Because these films are not for children at all. So why would you tone down the violence like that? That's just absolutely stupid, in my opinion, and just ridiculous. And just threw me off because, you know how I said that the third one lacked the fun the first two films had? It's because of this, because there was barely much action or violence, for that matter. Just really stupid, in my opinion, how he toned it down. Like, these two films were just so much fun to watch, but the third film, in my opinion, was a disgrace. Now, it's also as well a coincidence that I'm doing this video in this year because, as you guys will be aware, there was a fourth film that came out recently. I think it was actually in September, actually, called Expendables, or Expendables 4, we want to call it. And now you're probably going to be wondering, will I be watching that to discuss in this video? And my answer to that is absolutely not. Because the third film killed my interest in the franchise. I didn't want to watch any more films after it because after I saw the third film, I didn't want to see any more films in the franchise. I was done. Because the third film, in my opinion, was terrible, very disappointing and lackluster, just stupid in my opinion. And makes me wish it ended it with a second movie. So, I refuse to watch the fourth movie. I'm not going to watch it. I'm going to keep my word on that. For many reasons, because obviously I've already ranted about this third film. And also because barely any of the original cast members are coming back for this film, which I think is stupid. And they're also introducing new characters once again for some reason. And one of them is played by an actress I also despise, which is Megan Fox, because I think she's a douchebag in real life when she's not acting. And also, when it comes to her acting, in my opinion, guys, she can't act. So, she just really annoys me at everything that she's in. So, yeah, I don't want to see her play a member of the Expendables. And for that, one of my close friends, Donji Corleone, apparently she's very annoying, and that doesn't surprise me. Because if you guys want to hear his thoughts on it, he actually did a rant on it, and he said it's the worst film of the year so far. And you know what, I can't say I blame him. Because I have no doubt in my mind I'd probably say the same thing as him if I saw the film. Because I've no good things about it. So yeah, the fact the third one got my interest, and also how several original cast members aren't coming back for it, and also as well, of course, Megan Fox being in this new film, and also as well having underused Barney, Sylvester Stallone's character, because apparently Sly nearly backed out of his fourth film, but he was actually persuaded to return. But because he's apparently going to be leaving and giving the role of leader of a team to Lee Christmas, Jason Statham's character, his role in this film is very short. And also, guys, I have read the plot for film on Wikipedia, and all I can say is it's appalling. And I can see why he's barely in the film, because apparently he's only at the beginning and the end. So yeah, ridiculous. They're literally giving him the same treatment we did to Terry Crews' character Caesar, pretty much. Just ridiculous. So yeah, guys, I'm not going to be watching Expendables 4, or Expend 4, what you want to call it. Absolutely not. The third one come at interest, and I have no plans at all to see this fourth film at all. Absolutely not. Never going to happen. As far as I'm concerned, guys, there's only the two films, and these are also the only two films I'm ever going to own physically in my life. I'm never going to own anything that came after these two at all. Absolutely not. So, as far as I'm concerned, guys, Expendables 3 for me is trash, and Expendables I refuse to watch. It was already dead on arrival anyway, to be honest. So yeah, I don't see why I should waste my time on it at all. So yeah. So guys, this is me covering why, in my opinion, The Expendables 2 did not need sequels, was better off being the end of a duology of movies, action movies featuring lots of popular action stars coming together. So, as far as I'm concerned, it's one of the two I'm going to own. I will one day post positive reviews for the two films, and I will also post a trash talk for Expendables 3 one day as well, because I think it deserves all the hate that it gets, because I hate that movie. But I refuse to watch Expendables 4 though. So, you know the drill, guys. Be sure to give this video a like. Also, be sure to tell me in the comments what you guys think of the Expendables 2 and the first one as well. Do you think Expendables 2 needed a sequel, or comment below what you think? Also, be sure to join Team Prime by pressing subscribe on this in the future. If you would like to be a member, you can join using a peace answer or a subscription, and I'll see you all later.